So this chapter shows God's surprising mercy toward Israel, giving King Ahab military victories despite his weakness. Wickedness. But Ahab's failure to obey God fully leads to judgment. The first part of this chapter covers Ben-Hadad threatens Samaria. Ben-Hadad, king of Aram, which is Syria nowadays, with 32 allied kings, besieged Samaria. He demands Ahab's silver, gold, wives, and children. Ahab agrees at first, but when Ben-Hadad escalates, demanding the right to search and seize whatever he wants, Ahab refuses. Ben-Hadad boasts, "The dust of Samaria will not be enough for all my men's hands." Ahab replies boldly, "One who put on his armor should not boast like one who takes it off." Ahab, though usually weak, finally resists, setting the stage for God's intervention. The second part of this chapter covers God promises victory. A prophet tells Ahab, This is what the Lord says. Do you see this vast army? I will give into your hand today, and you will know that I am the Lord. Israel's small force, led by 232 young officers, surprises the Arameans. Ben-Hadad flees on horseback. Israel inflicts heavy losses. Despite Ahab's sin, God delivers Israel to show his power, not Ahab's greatness. The third part of this chapter covers the second battle. The prophet warns Ahab the Arameans will attack again in spring. The Arameans believe Israel's God is only a God of the hills. They plan to fight on the plains. And God says, "Because they think I am only a God of the hills, I will deliver this vast army into your hands, and you will know that I am the Lord." At Aphek, Israel's small army kills 100,000 Arameans in one day. A wall collapses on another 27,000. Ben-Hadad flees into hiding. God proves he is Lord of all the earth, not limited to one region. The fourth part of the chapter covers Ahab spears Ben-Hadad. Ben-Hadad's officials put on sackcloth and beg for mercy. Ahab calls Ben-Hadad my brother and makes a treaty with him, sparing his life. Ben-Hadad promises to return captured cities and grant Israel trade rights in Damascus. Instead of obeying God's judgment, Ahab makes a political deal. The fifth part of this chapter covers a prophet condemns Ahab. A prophet, through a dramatic acted parable, rebukes Ahab. He says Ahab released a man God had appointed for destruction. The verdict: because you're sparing your life for his life, your people for his people. Ahab returns home sullen and angry. Ahab's pattern is clear. God shows mercy, Ahab disobeys, and judgment follows. What are the key lessons from this 1 King chapter 20? The first one is God gives victory for his glory, not ours. Israel's wins showed the Lord's power, not Ahab's worthiness. The second lesson is God is not limited. He is Lord of the hills, valleys, and all nations, not like local pagan gods. Third lesson is compromise with sin leads to judgment. Ahab spared Ben-Hadad when God called for justice, choosing politics over obedience. Then the final lesson, mercy rejected brings accountability. Ahab saw God's power, but hardened his heart instead of repenting. In summary, God gives Ahab two stunning victories over Aram to prove his power, but Ahab compromises by sparing Ben-Hadad, making a treaty instead of obeying God. A prophet condemns him. His disobedience will cost him his life and his people, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.